Nearly 5.3 million incidents of domestic violence occur annually among U.S. women aged 18 years and older, with 3.2 million occurring among men. Battered women average 6.9 physical assaults by the same partner in a year. Battered men average 4.4 assaults by the same partner in a year. Victims of abuse often do not reach out to the police, as women report to the police only 20% of all rapes, 25% of all physical assaults, and 50% of all stalkings perpetrated by intimate partners. This means that medical personnel, such as doctors at the emergency room, often have the first chance to identify the cycle of physical abuse, and even then, the numbers who go to the emergency room is low, with only 14.7% of physical abuse victims saying they would go to the hospital for assistance. Unfortunately, even once there, most women do not directly state physical abuse as their complaint, and facts on physical abuse show that emergency room physicians fail to identify abuse in many cases. Data from a study documented that 23% of women presented 6 to 10 times in the emergency room before physical abuse was diagnosed. It is thought so many cases of physical abuse are missed simply due to the physician's failure to ask about it. 11% of homicide victims were killed by an intimate partner. Most of these fatalities were committed with a firearm, as with all murders. 76% of intimate partner murder victims were women. 44% had visited an emergency room within 2 years, and 93% had at least one emergency room visit for injury. %85% of domestic violence victims are women. 1/4 of women worldwide will experience domestic dating violence in their lifetime. Women between the ages 20 to 24 are at the greatest risk of becoming victims of domestic violence. As many as 324,000 women each year will experience intimate partner violence during their pregnancy. Boys who witness domestic violence are 2 times as likely to abuse their own partners and children when they become adults. Every 9 seconds in the U.S., a woman is assaulted or beaten. In 60 to 80% of intimate partner homicides, no matter which partner was killed, the man physically abused the woman before the murder. On average, 24 people per minute are victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner in the United States, more than 12 million women and men over the course of a year.